everybody, Ben here. So this week's vlog was over our trip to Little Sahara State Park by Waynoka, Oklahoma. And this weekend was a special event weekend called Party at the Sand, where they have like a music festival concert downtown. So Brooklyn and I drove in on Thursday night. We got in kind of late and we met our buddy Johnny there. And we basically got there and loaded up and went to go on a quick night ride. I usually like to kind of dip in and out of the trails a little bit on night rides because it's safer to ride the trails, the sand trails at night, because you can see the lights and the traffic and things. There's only a couple of other people out that night, and it was kind of funny. Brooklyn got a FaceTime call from her brother. So while we're kind of driving around out here, he kind of went for the ride with us. He was at home, and so him and his buddies said hi. And then we went on about our night ride, and we don't ride too long at night. So it was Thursday. Not many people were out. So we went back in and hit the sack. Friday morning, got up, went to work for a little bit, check on progress at the job site, and then we got back in the cars to go ride. Brooklyn wanted to try the RS1, so she's driving the RS1. I'm leading, driving her WAG-Z, and then our buddy Johnny is following in he has a 4-seat Razor Turbo S Velocity. And so we had a nice little ride. Weather was absolutely beautiful. The forecast showed like 90 plus degrees, and really 90 something degrees is not that bad here in the Midwest. We're used to triple digits, and it's dry heat, and there's usually a bit of a breeze, so it wasn't that bad. But the great thing was it was overcast most of the weekend, and these clouds made for some beautiful rides on both Friday and Saturday. And it got a little hot kind of in the peak of the day, you know, like afternoon, but anyways, enjoyed our time riding. as always, we end up at the drag strip, and Brooklyn just cannot resist racing her car. She loves the new power. Still can't really launch, so she gets a slow start every time, but as you see, she just reels in this. This is a Polaris RZR Pro R, the new biggest, baddest RZR ever made, and she walked right past him at the long end of the track. No problem. Brooklyn drove to go see one of her friends in another small town of Oklahoma Friday night. So Johnny and I went on a great, beautiful sunset ride. And I tell you what, guys, Little Sahara State Park in Waynoka, Oklahoma offers some beautiful sunsets. And the riding was magnificent. There's a little bit of wind, so some of the tops were smooth. And we had a great ride. And as soon as Brooklyn got back, we went and got some food at the pizzeria downtown while the event was going on. And then we went on another night ride. This time I'm driving the RS1, Brooklyn's behind me in her car, and then Johnny's following her in his RZR. We had a fun night ride. One thing I've come to realize now is the RS1 does not have nearly enough light for leading a night ride, in my opinion. It only has a 20-inch Onyx 6 Baja Designs light bar, and I'm definitely going to add some Nighthawk side mirrors that are lit up. This car has regular Assault Industries side mirrors on it, but I want the Nighthawks that have the lights built into it. So I'm going to get that, and then see what other nice upgrades I can do for the RS1 to improve it for leading night rides. So something that's great about Little Sahara State Park and the small town of Waynoka, Oklahoma that are nearby is there's this 24-hour sand trail that you can drive your off-road vehicle or your side-by-side or four-wheeler or sand rail or whatever. You can drive it from the dunes, from your campsite to the town. And that's really convenient on these special event weekends. Where you can go ride for a little bit, and then here we are right here. We just drive down the trail. It's about a 5-minute drive, something like that, maybe 10 minutes down the trail. And before you know it, you are in downtown, and you can pull your side-by-side up right downtown and park it. And the whole town is UTV friendly, ATV friendly, and you're able to drive down the 24-hour trail and park near the event. And so we parked and went out and went and checked out the concert. And I know I got some ice cream and had some fun. They had a small assortment of animals, kind of like a little petting zoo. Brooklyn loves animals, and so here we are. Went to say hi.
Hello.
They got like a llama, an emu,
I feel like his
this
name should be
bird, and there's a cow in there, and then what else? Some goats, lamb, whatever. It was cute. We had a nice morning ride and got the GoPro set up in Brooklyn's car. This is the only footage we have of her driving in car during a ride. For some reason, the GoPro was burst photography mode. RZR 4-seater out, and we just went out and just kind of briefly ran around. So Brooklyn was riding with me. We cruised around for just a minute. It was kind of hot at this point of the day. It was kind of our peak. And one thing about the 4-seat RZRs is, especially if you have a windshield, the radiators in the front of those cars, and with full doors, all that heat just stays in the cab. So it was pretty hot in the car anyways. And so we just decided to go back in and, of course, go check on the animals again. So Brooklyn got to visit her friends again. And we went and looked more at the concert, and this festival is pretty much going on all day. At least some of the vendors and the food trucks were up all weekend. So it was nice to just run down there whenever we wanted to and get some treats.
Pet the bird.
Hey, Mr. Bird.
What'd you say, Johnny?
He pet the bird.
Oh.
The bird's here for pets.
Did you pet his head?
Yeah.
Oh, bird.
He scared me.
Because you're scared.
He can sense your fear.
Good bird.
He's like getting down into striking pose. Look at that fat ball of meat with stick
Feathers.
legs and feathers. Yes, it's amazing.
It's little horns.
It's a fat goat. Look at this thing.
It's soft.
Round
Look at how
tub of
Pekka.
lard.
Oh. He had his face just shoved in the water.
He just dipped his whole face in the water. He's looking around. He's like, what?
We're back riding again a little bit later in the day. The clouds came back and it was perfect temperature, beautiful weather again, and got a pretty good little group here. We had some others jump in our snake, and I don't know, I think we had just maybe 7 or 8, maybe 10 cars at one point in time. And then I decided to post up on the top of a dune, and it was way too soft. So I got like 3 guys stuck. Brooklyn and Johnny and I were able to roll over without getting stuck, but the others kind of stacked up behind us. And anyway, so I felt bad about getting them stuck up there, but Johnny's a good guy, and he went back and pulled them out. Then we all just kind of sat around on the dune and got to know each other. It was kind of nice meeting other people from other parts of the world. And this is also great to kind of catch a group ride like this if you're out there by yourself riding alone. You can pretty much just drop in with somebody else's snake, and everybody generally kind of looks out for each other. So that's always nice. So we went on one more nice sunset ride Saturday night. up back at the drag strip and posted up on a hill and just kind of watched the shenanigans. That was pretty much a wrap for the weekend. After this, we went back to camp and loaded up and started heading back home. So thanks for watching. This is just another fun weekend of Little Sahara, Oklahoma, and Waynoka, Oklahoma, on an event weekend that had an okay turnout. The dunes were definitely active. And I wish more people from our group would have attended this weekend because it turned out to be wonderful weather, but the forecast looked intimidating because it showed to be pretty high, but it turned out to be great. So I'm glad we went, and I just wish more of us were there for this, and hope to see you there sometime. Waynoka, Oklahoma, Little Sahara State Park. Keep watching, like and subscribe. Thanks.